Okay, the next step for your kindness posters is to come up with your designs, how you want your layout in your process journal, transfer using pencil and eraser onto one of your chosen papers. I'm not sure if you can see my message, but it says, "You are enough." When you get to this point, you are ready to cut out your design using a knife. And so we're going to talk about knife skills. Now, here's a knife. It's for real. It's serious. You have to take it seriously, and we need to talk about knife safety. If you're unable to be safe with a knife all the time, you don't get to use a knife, and you can use a scissors, which is more complicated, won't be as lovely looking, but I have to choose for you what's safe for you. So I want you to know how to properly use the knife, and then I want to see you use the knife in a proper way. So when we talk about using a knife, there are things you need to remember. You need to remember your brain. And what I mean by that is you have to remember not to goof around, not to play around, to stay at your place, not to walk around with a knife, and also when you're cutting, not to put your hand here and then cut towards your hand. We'll talk more about that in a moment. You want to remember your cutting board, and you want to remember to stand up while you're working. The cutting boards are stored over here, and the cutting boards both protect the table so our tables don't get all slashed up, but they also help you control your knife because the knife sinks into them a little bit and it helps them be less slippy. So whenever you're cutting with a knife, you want to remember to have a cutting board. Never cut straight on the table. Okay, I'm ready to cut. I can extend my knife a little bit. I can put the safety on so it doesn't wiggle around. And then I have to think about using my brain, engaging my brain. Make smart moves so you don't slice yourself and you don't hurt anybody else. So when my knife is extended, I can leave it down if I need to walk and get something, but you should not walk with this anywhere in the room. Accidents can happen. And then when I position myself to cut, I can angle my paper any which way, but I just want to make sure when I'm cutting, I'm not cutting towards my skin because it's really easy to slip with these, and when you slip, it will get what's in the way. You don't want to do that. I've seen it happen, and it's not pretty. Okay, so this is the easiest thing to cut with a knife. It's a piece of paper, and you're working on a cutting board. So you're standing to stay in control, to have the right angle, and then you just push it through the paper. My hand is not here, it's holding the paper up here, and I can slowly move it forward. And then I can angle my paper a more convenient way. It takes more time to do curves with the knife. You have to be patient with yourself. So I'm starting with my Y here. When I'm not using my knife, always to be extra safe, I can close it even more. At least I can set it aside so it doesn't get in the mix. And there you go. I've cut one letter out. It looks lovely. And then you can continue on. Thank you for taking every precaution for knife safety.